Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing Motortown. I just bought this yesterday, and I've basically just gone through the tutorial parts, bought a couple vehicles, set up my company, and right now I'm just driving a cab. It's just a borrowed cab, and I'm trying to grind my way to 20,000 cash so I can get a bus license, so I can, yeah, set up a bus route and get that generating cash for me. I've got two trucks going around the island at the moment with AI drivers. Just give me some passive income. Excuse me. They're not earning a lot because AI drivers on this game don't earn much for you. It's just more like to help keep the island industry supplied while you actually earn the big bucks. Anyway, it's very complicated, and because I'm brand new to this, I don't really know all the nuances of it, so I will let other videos from people way more knowledgeable about that um, tell you about that kind of stuff. So if you want to follow along, watch me try this game out, you're welcome to stick around. Unfortunately, I had to turn off the internet radio on here to avoid any copyright issues. Normally, I would love to be listening to internet radio stations and everything. I've really enjoyed doing that ever since. Uh, I lost the comfort bar there. I took that corner too hard. She complained. And as I was saying, I've always loved the internet radio and these driving sims like Euro Truck Simulator 2. It just gives you a little bit of something to listen to while you're basically grinding away on a road. So honestly, I'm not really sure what to think about this game yet. I mean, it's alright, it's just a little relaxing, chill game to play when you don't want to do anything else, really. But I'm not sure about it in the end. Like, I do all these jobs to unlock new vehicles to do the same jobs but with different vehicles. And, yeah, so I don't know, man. I really don't know what to think about this yet. A lot of people say it's really amazing and they get addicted to it, but, yeah, I'm not convinced yet. I mean, I keep wanting to come back and play it. But, yeah, I don't know. So that's the ride that you start the game with. That blue car there. I may need to push our the car out of the way here.
Thank you.
There we go. So we lost a little bit of money because we borrowed this car from the actual owner. And we got nearly 2,000 more monies because of the comfort level. So not bad. I'm nearly to my 20 grand, but obviously I'm going to want a bit of a buffer. You don't want to be completely broke on here. So, okay, that's that. Now we can go pick up our next fare. So this is another comfort passenger. I just kind of ignore all the traffic signs and shit because I'm just playing solo at the moment. I'm thinking about when I get to learn the game a little bit better and get a little bit more established, I might try to play online actually. It's very rare that I do anything multiplayer these days. But I thought a game like this would be better multiplayer because of how the economy works. Like you get bonuses to your income if all the town's industries are serviced properly, and the more people on the server servicing the industries, the more money you'll make. Because in my case, playing by myself on my own little server here, I have to service every industry myself, either personally, or getting AI to do it, running routes and stuff. That's yeah, a daunting task. I'm not even sure how feasible it actually all is. So, if you're on a pretty full server full of people all doing things to keep the economy running, then I feel like you'd be much better off. But so I don't know. Maybe it might be more fun seeing what everyone else is doing and stuff. So we'll see. Maybe once I get this bus license up and running, and I might jump on a server. But yeah, it's like, how do you commentate this game and make it interesting? Especially if you're just doing your normal daily grind kind of stuff. Because we're not even really doing anything entertaining or funny or whatever. We're just driving back and forth, picking up fares, and just talking about, what I think about the game. It's like, how do I really make this interesting? I mean, I guess in a way it could be informative to somebody who is maybe thinking about buying this. I mean, you can actually see what's going on and, get a little bit of my opinions as I think about it. But, you and me, we probably have way different ideas about what we like in games, and, this is probably a bit too autistic for me in a way. Same with games like Minecraft and, any of the survival games and the crafting, building, that kind of stuff. Like, I do not have enough autisms to really enjoy those kind of things to the fullest extent possible. But I do feel like this one would be pretty decent if you just want to relax with something for, half an hour to an hour. Because you can just pick it up and play. There's no, there's no stress with this. There's no commitment really. You just play whatever you want to play. Oh, I gotta fix one of my company trucks here. So I'm just gonna stop for this guy, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna pop up in the company thing. You see right here, the trucks start deteriorating, and then you gotta pay $100 to fix them up. This is my bus slot number 4 bongo, but I don't have a bus license to set that up and get that going yet. So that is the reason we're grinding the taxi today. The taxi's not too bad money, really. I mean, obviously, I don't know what the best money-making routes are and jobs are yet, but now I've got routes that I've gotten from another YouTuber. I think it was Motortown Mastery, something like that. He's got a text file full of different routes or different things, so I've got 2 truck delivery routes set up with him, and my bus route is also his. So I do not know how well these work. And if we can go back to that company screen before we crash, it doesn't pause the game. Both of my trucks currently, since I've started playing, are losing money. But one of them I did just drop $100 on repairs, so that's a bit skewed. Yeah, we just leveled up to driver level 18 now. So you have to be certain levels to unlock and do stuff. Like you have to be driver level 10 to open your own company, for example. Oh yeah, we didn't need that fence. Now I'm driving slow because there are cops driving around enforcing speed limits. I don't want to be throwing money away on speeding fines. So I've already been caught once or twice when I just forget about it. They don't seem to enforce traffic signs, though, so I feel like you can blow through stop signs all you want. So far I've mostly done taxi and bus services. I've only done a couple of cargo deliveries during the tutorial bits. Ooh, I think we almost lost comfort there. I mean, you got to be pretty gentle with this. And you can't brake too hard either.
Very much.
All right, so we got a little over $6,000 for that. That's good. I can actually go and do my bus license now. So I'm going to abandon this taxi in the middle of the street. Go to the map. Spend $100. Fast travel back home. And this is the bus that I want to get the license for. I like this little green bongo because it reminds me of the VW camper that my dad had during the 80s. We used to go camping all over Germany and stuff with it. Good times. Although that thing just kept breaking down. Never had a car in my life break down as often as that old VW camper did. But anyway, it's been probably nearly, well, it's been over 30 years since we've had that. Anyway, let's go. Bus license. All right, so now I can finally become a Korean bus driver. Because this game is South Korean. It takes place on fictional South Korea. Well, actually, I'm not sure how fictional it really is because it's named after like real life places. And the shape of the island is basically the same as an island, apparently. So, yeah, it may not be totally fictional. All right, so we're doing our first bus route. So there's nobody here. Yeah, I hate the GPS, man. I seriously hate that GPS. Alright, so we're going to go to the bus port. That's usually a good place to start your bus route, don't you think? Come on.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Alright, we got a full bus. Check it. Nice. I'm going to drive all these bastards off a cliff now. And I got to be careful because they also want the comfort. I'm not gonna lie, it does get kind of pretty sometimes in golden hour and with the rain. I don't know if anybody wants to get off here, but we're gonna stop anyway. Nobody's getting off, so let's just go. So I figure we'll drive this route once ourselves just to experience it, and then we'll hand it off to the AI and let them just do the passive income. Oh, this is pretty now. This is when I actually like the graphics. I was complaining about them earlier, but now is the point where I start liking them. I still think I would much rather have more realistic graphics, but It does look nice at golden hour. Yeah, man, the speed limits here are like Australian speed limits. Super fucking slow. Here we have two Santas ready for their bus ride. Why we have Santas in August and more than one of them, I don't know. You'd think if it was seasonal content, they would have patched it out after the season was over, but what do I know? So far, none of these guys have gotten out of the bus. Now, there is an autopilot that we could use, but you earn less money if you use the autopilot. And then what's kind of the point? It's like, why even play this if you're just going to use the autopilot? And I guess if I had to get up and go pee or something, I could put on autopilot and just let them do their thing, but... It's kind of pretty again now. That was kind of cool too with the game is your AI drivers, you will actually see them driving around the map. So it's not just a virtual simulation. They're actually in the game world driving around. Like, I've actually passed my two trucks before. It's very rare. I've only done it like once each truck, I think. Okay, there. One of our trucks just made $587 with a bean pallet. So that's good. Oh, somebody wants to get off. Good. Finally. Overtake. Full send. Alright, so we got about 230 bucks for that passenger. That was about the most gentle thing you could ever do. Yeah, it'd be kind of interesting to see what this is like on a multiplayer server. Alright. So almost 400 bucks for that one. I don't know, man. I don't feel like the bus is really earning a lot of money quickly. I feel like the cab was earning me better pay. And I didn't even need to get a $20,000 license to do the cab stuff. So we do have a cockpit view too. So I kind of switch off between the outside view and this. Level up again. I guess it's a bit more immersive in the cockpit, but it's not really an immersive game. And it's just kind of easier to do things from the outside view. It's also easier to be aware of your surroundings and traffic. So we'll go back to this. Doesn't look like anybody's getting off here, but... So performance of the game has been pretty good for me. Like, you can see the FPS counter at the top of middle of the screen. Usually beginning over 100 frames per second. And that's running at 1440p and recording at 1440p as well. I have not had any crashes. I don't think I've had any obvious bugs or anything. So the game seems pretty stable. I'm on the beta test branch. So I'll have to see if using the test branch affects what servers you can jump onto or not. And then if it does, I'd probably just revert back to the regular game.
Hello.
Well, some people are getting out for once. We got nearly $1,000. Nice. Well, I hate the GPS, man. See, that's what I mean. Like, it keeps changing. Now, you'll start going one direction, then it'll change and point you another direction. So this is a long bus route, by the way. Most of the routes on the game, I think, are not this long, but this is one that somebody made. I think it was made specifically to be long in service, like a lot of places, so... So you can actually use your turn signals, but it's kind of pointless if you're just sitting here playing by yourself. And it's probably pretty pointless if you're playing multiplayer as well, but... It's kind of a nice touch it's there, I suppose. So that's the daily company report. We made $823. My Dory is losing money every day for some reason. So I don't know, maybe that route is broken. I may put that dory on the same route as the other one that's making money, and hopefully I don't oversaturate it. We could have done a massive ramp. That would be so sweet. But we're doing comfort, so yeah, we can't do any Dukes of Hazzard ramping. Alright, this truck needs to be fixed. The other one almost needs to be fixed too, but yeah, you can wait a bit. So yeah, you don't make a lot of passive income from the AI, but like I said, it helps keep the town supplied, and you get bonuses for that. Gosh, man, this is probably going to be the most boring commentary ever. This game is just... I think it's just going to be dull for anybody watching no matter what, unless you're just mucking around doing crazy stuff with it. Or making some kind of informative video to help people who need to learn something. So I don't know how much you'll see this on the channel, guys. I mean, yeah. I bought it kind of hoping I might be able to do some, videos on it, but it just doesn't seem like the kind of game that lends itself well to YouTube commentary videos. And unless you're messing around with a bunch of friends or other, streamers, YouTubers, etc. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to hand this over to the AI now. Yep, there we go. Got an AI driver taking it over. Good luck. See you, buddies. Alright. Let's take a cab home. Alright, this is my shitty little abode. There's nothing in here except my bed and a lamp. That's all we really need. We don't even have a shitter. Alright, let's adjust this. This Dory is just losing way too much money. Remove route. We're going to put it on the same route as the other one. So there's one of our vehicles doing a rice run. That one's my muscle car. It's just parked. This is my other truck. Don't know what it's doing. And my bus is loaded with 8 passengers up here. Well, I think I'm going to wrap this video up. I don't know what else to talk about. So I will see you in the next one, whatever that's going to be. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later.